Hello and welcome to DIY for TV presented by NewYorkDesignShop.com. Today we are going to be channeling our inner Blair Waldorf and we are going to be making the Upper East Side tee. For this project you will need one basic tee. We are using the basic tee by Alternative Apparel in the color Espresso from NewYorkDesignShop.com. You need about a half a yard of this antique lace, also available at NewYorkDesignShop.com, and a scissor and a needle and thread. The first step is to have your tee laid out nice and flat, or just folded in half, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go in from the top, find my center area, which is right about here, put my two fingers right there, and what we're going to do is nice and close to the top, we're going to cut two slits. So here goes. Now once we have our slits, we're going to widen them just a little bit. And there, now you can see they're a little less than an inch. This one I'm going to go even a little bit bigger. But there you go. The next step is to take your antique lace. Now figure out which side is the front because it's kind of obvious. It's shinier, it's got more of a glitter to it. So this is my front of the lace. Now what I want to do is fold up the end, kind of like this. Just pinch it all together. There we go. So my end is all pinched together. Now if you don't get the right side, it's okay because you could always flip it over. And I'm going to go in one slit and out the other. And then we're just going to gently pull through because we don't want it to rip. Okay. Okay. The next step is to take the two ends. I'm going to kind of just fold them in half like that. And then we're just going to tie them in a knot. So go ahead, tie them in the knot. And then just pull nice and tight. And it'll kind of gather the tee, which is fine. There we go. And then you're going to want to take your shiny side up and just make sure that it's kind of laid down like that. So we have our knot, and you can pull it as tight or as loose as you want, or as wide or as narrow as you want. There we go, all set, perfect. After we're done tying the knot, we are going to take the end and we're going to fold it under, and we're going to sort of gather it as a pleat almost underneath, and then we're going to pin it to the other side. So this is the top of our bow. Now I'll go ahead and do the other side as well while I have you. So here we go. I pleated it beforehand this time. Got it gathered, press it down, and I'll pin it right to the other side of the lace. This isn't easy, but it's not hard by any means. Okay, and now you can see the bow that we're creating. It's very Blair Waldorf, very classy, very Upper East Side. This last part I'm going to sort of improvise. You can sort of do it however you'd like if you're a sewer. But here's the bottom of our bow on one side, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick a good spot to begin. And I'm going to go through, and I'm going to sew this pleated piece to the other top side of the lace. And I'm using white thread. It doesn't really matter because this isn't really going to show, so no worries. But here, I'm just stitching nice and gently. So now that I feel like this side of my bow is secure, I'm going to go ahead and just finish it off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to repeat the same process on the other side. Now we are all finished. We have secured the lace together and we have an adorable little bow, and the coloring is fantastic. And this t-shirt would be absolutely perfect for fall. Actually, this is the great shirt for any weather. The coloring is fantastic, like I said. And I would highly recommend tucking it into a skirt, maybe like maybe a khaki, or I don't know, some sort of textured floral skirt would even be really pretty. The options are endless.